from Dawson Kahn, and the Indians come from 5 down in the bottom of the 7th inning, and they get a walk-off grand slam from Dawson Kahn, and that was going to do it for this one.
Back to JNS Sports Talk Live and Local. Chris Wells.
John Shelley. Was that you introducing me?
Well, yeah, I was introducing. You had something you wanted to share. You got the sage grouse and the prairie chickens. I mean, it's seriously, it's thriving. It's a thriving state for upland birds, and a few pheasants, not as many as your
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're not over thunder chicken hunting or prairie chicken, whatever you call it?
What you're talking about.
Have you ever watched Gunsmoke?
Now water starts to fly everywhere on that Lindsey Wilson sideline. Blue Raiders are going to win this one, and boy, they're excited, and good for them. There's the bath that Coach Oliver's going to get, and joy in Columbia. Wow. Lindsey Wilson is bringing Big Red home, and they are celebrating on the field as they should. The Blue Raiders, NAI national champions in 2021. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the JNS Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local alongside Scott Bennett, John Shelley, and a very active Austin Armstrong.
If people could only see.
That's right. That was fun. I told Austin, I said, hey, I don't have my my copy for all of our sponsors and everything, and he did a dead sprint into his office and got it back. So he's very nimble. Thanks to our sponsors, TJ Regional Health, United Citizens Bank, Lindsey Wilson College, our title sponsors, JNS Auto Sales. We come to you each Wednesday live here from the 1270 AM and 101.9 FM studios, CBS Sports Radio. You're going to also watch us live now on YouTube, and it's not only live, we'll archive the video and audio each week, so you can rewatch it over and over again. And I look to my right and I see a new iPad setting up, so we don't see just Scott Bennett's back of his head now. You get to see the front as well, and the front's much prettier than the back is, I can tell you that. Unfortunately, I'm not the same. I wish they could just see the back. Also, don't forget to listen to us live on our website, 1019wain.com. You can also download the app for free in the Apple Store or Google Play. Just search WAIN Radio. And, gentlemen, lots to talk about this week. We kind of talked about, if we were going to have another host or another guest, and man, those are my favorite shows because they just, first off, it goes by so fast. Not that that's great. I mean, I love spending an hour with you guys, but it's just fun talking to people about what they're passionate about. And the last couple of weeks when we had our Adair County football coach and last week the Adair County AD, you can definitely see the passion that they have for what they do. Yeah, it's been a good couple of weeks, I think, for Adair County sports, Adair County High School in general. The vibe, the culture, the fan support, it's been great. And, of course, helps if you're winning, and we're winning. So, but it's been good. Let's talk about Adair County. The boys up to 16-5 on the season. I guess at the beginning of the season, if I told you, hey, you're going to be 16-5 after 21 games, I can't imagine either one of you would say, nah, I'm not going to take that. I think we'll be better. Yeah, I was actually thinking about our losses today, and actually, besides Taylor County, probably could very easily have a couple more wins. But, so yeah, you'd take 16-5 right now, and absolutely shot the lights out in Liberty last night. Scott, you can add to this, but a tale of two halves.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. We were 4 of 16 from the three-point line in the first half, and I thought we had some great looks, just couldn't get it to fall. I mean, they had open looks, and second half really turned it on, scored 59 points in the second half, which is unheard of in high school. And you certainly wasn't playing Campbellsville. No. Do you? Of course, I talked to Coach Breeze last night about the change in defenses. A 2-2-1 3/4 court press back to man just seemed to kind of move the Indians up a gear. It just seemed like it put them in a comfortable gear. They were playing at a comfortable speed. So I'd give him a lot of credit. But do you think, Scott, thinking back on it today,
Did Casey County run out of gas a little bit?
I think they may have, and they spent all their gas on the offensive end because I like your analogy. It was an old man's league out there. There was no defense played whatsoever.
What did you call
by either team?
An adult league, like on a Sunday afternoon that played games, or like we used to have that at my old high school. They'd play at night, and we called it Fat Man's League. And you could call it older league, whatever, but at times I made the comment on the radio, it just seemed like Casey County, when they got tired, it was just like, go ahead and score so we can get the ball. I mean, it was like Olay defense, like I'll get out of the way and let you score. But I thought Adair County played a lot better defense in the second half.
Oh, yeah, especially the third quarter. I mean, or the middle 2 quarters, really. And that's where it made the difference. They got down 14 points early in the second quarter, come back and got within 2 at halftime. Was that right? And then third quarter they just owned it, and that's where they really took off in their lead.
But big scoring numbers, Chris. But the one stat, I don't think I've ever called a game where one person's had 7 steals. That was Brayton Coomer had 7 steals, and it was a lot of. He had Willoughby, and they were trying to feed Willoughby, and a lot of times he would. I call it half man in the post. He would be on the proper side, and he'd move his feet and get a deflection, and really played super. He's played super the last week, 10 days, and I hope that continues.
Something else that was very, very odd in that game was Casey County. Of course, they had 2 starters out there. Is that what we understood?
Yeah, there were 2 starters that were averaging around 6-7 points a game that were not on the roster. I don't know. They said they were hurt.
The odd thing about it, they had 2 players score, and the third player did not score until 2 minutes were left in the third quarter.
2 guys scored at halftime.
Yeah, and they scored a lot. Yeah. But I mean, it was crazy. I've never seen anything like that. And Scott, the other guys really didn't shoot a lot. The ones that didn't score, I mean, they didn't miss a lot of shots.
I don't mean this to be critical, but did you, when you looked at Willoughby, of course he had 38. He's 6'5", 240. He was a quarterback for Casey County last year. He didn't play physical, is what I'm saying.
There was a couple times I thought he did, but I mean, he plays a lot on the perimeter, even at his size.
He drifted out on the 3-point line, and
but he. I mean, he got 38 points, but it took him 32 shots to get it. So that's a lot. The other kid, the Brown kid, Caleb Brown, had 29, but he only had on 14 shots. That's efficient.
Yeah. Adair County wins at 95-76 over Casey County last night. Guys, there were 2 other games during the week since our last show. Let's start first with the Wayne County game. Tough outing over in Wayne County. We talked about it last Wednesday, how difficult that could potentially be.
Wayne County, they played at a little different tempo. It was more of we're executing our half-court sets. They ran Adair County off a lot of screens. Just really, I'm not saying they played slow, but they were very
methodical.
They were very direct with what they were trying to do. You know, if they were running, I call them quick hitters. Ran a lot of quick hitters. They were very efficient. They had one young man that really shot the ball well. I thought Adair County had a couple guys that were tentative other than Connor. I thought Connor was really assertive in that game, but the Indians dug themselves a hole. And then the score is really not indicative. Is Coach Breeze took his kids out, and instead of putting maybe the second 5 in, he put some of the guys that definitely play JV in the game, and I think Wayne went on a 12-0 run to end it. So
it was a 12-point game with 4 minutes left, and Coach Breeze,
it was more
Coach Breeze had seen enough from the main players, and he emptied the bench.
And another thing, I wasn't there, so I don't want to put any. I don't have any idea what was going through a coach's mind. But at this stage of the season, you're getting ready to get back into district play. You're playing 2-3 times a week as a Adair. I mean, I got to think these kids. I know they're kids, and I know that they can run forever. But man, you got to think that you start losing your legs a little bit, especially Adair County, who needs that 3-point shot, needs their legs, and I got to think that he's probably thinking along those lines as well.
Yeah, coming back the next night, and that next night, I was very pleased to see how we played against Metcalf. I was worried about that game. Luckily, Metcalf's one of their better players had an ankle injury, and was out that night. He had turned his ankle the night before and couldn't play. But nonetheless, even with him, I think we'd have won that game. I thought we had a good game, comeback game after the disappointment at Wayne County. Like I said, the last two games, 88 points against Metcalfe County, 95 last night. You win a whole lot of games scoring that many points.
Yeah, no doubt. Did you guys remember what was the last Adair County team that was was able to put up this type of scoring?
They've been 17.
They've been a 17 team.
Lashley's and the Meltons, and they had some games like this where they pile them on. But I mean, that's your 95 last night was the most in the season, and the 88 was the second most, behind only. No, actually third most. We scored 90 up at Bullitt Central and 89 the very
Here's
first game.
what I see. I see some kids gaining confidence, and I see Connor playing more of a well-rounded game. Like he's really rebounding the ball. Last night,
had 10 assists last night.
He knew Gilbert was hot. He passed up shots to get even a better one with one more to Gilbert. That kind of leadership. I think Coomer takes them up a notch to where they can win a game or two in the region. He's playing inspired ball. He's flying around. I mean, 7 steals last night. I don't know how many rebounds he had. 23 or 25 points.
Last night 23.
23
that followed
points.
up a 29-point game on Saturday.
From a 29-point game. So he kind of takes them up a notch, and then those role players are gaining more confidence. I see Adair County playing a lot better right now.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the games coming up here in a minute, but just get your thoughts on how much better is Adair County now when they went through the district the first go around. In your opinion,
I think they're a lot more solid defensively. I think Coach Breeze was trying a lot of things early in the year. I think they're, you got a guy like Carter White. He's a role player, but he's shooting a very high percentage. I think about 3 games ago he was over 60% or something.
Yeah, it's a really
good I see their team as guys not trying to do too much, and
I think people know their roles, and
people know their roles.
I think Coach Breeze has gotten to his rotation. I think it's pretty much set right now of how things are going, and he's still doing some of the 3 and 4 subs at a time, but he's gotten more to just subbing one person at a time. If
I had a wish, and you can't have it obviously, I would have wished we would have sprinkled in a couple more Wayne County type games.
Tougher opponents.
Teams that would test you. Obviously Wayne tested us. Comparable to them, maybe a Central Hardin, or maybe a.
When you come in the season, though, when you look at these games, I mean, Southwestern is not as good as what when you schedule them. You think they're going to be a little better than what they are. Macquarie Central turned out to be a pretty good team. Allen County's just kind of fell off the wagon these days, but some of these games that are against some teams that are normally historically pretty good. Just turned out they're having down seasons right now. I mean, I'm like you. There's some, and there's some coming up. I think that'll be a good test. I know Clinton's not the best that they've been in the last little bit, but that game down there will be a good test on the road. And Caverna's playing as well as eBay right now. They're great right now. I know they got beat pretty bad last night by LaRue County, but they beat Green by 20-some points the other night, and it's. They're playing really well, so there'll be some good tests down the stretch a little bit.
So let's talk district for a moment, because get ready to get back in for the second round, and it starts Friday night at Marion County. Scott, you're kind of our district guru as far as what's going to happen and what the seedings are going to be. Tell us what's got to happen here. The rest of the way for Adair County.
For Adair County to get the number 1 seed, we've got to win out. There's no doubt about that. But we've got to have help. Basically, it comes down to Friday night, Campbellsville and Taylor County. If Taylor County wins Friday night, they're the 1 seed. It don't matter what happens. Oh, well, I take it back.
Pretty much.
It would take Marion County beating them, and that's not going to happen. So Campbellsville's got to beat Taylor for us to have a chance at the 1. If Taylor wins, pretty much set. That I mean, you don't know if you'll be the 2 seed or 3 seed, but it's pretty much a BS in Campbellsville, the district tournament. And really, the only difference between the 2 seed and the 3 seed is what color jersey you wear. So it's
Chris, how can Marion be 1-17?
I don't know.
They're 1-17, and
how can Louisville be 2-17?
I just think.
Sorry, Austin.
I just think of the athletes over there in the past. I just don't know how it's gotten to that point. But Central Hardin beat them 40-something the other night. I know Markel Bell's no longer on the team. To kind of piggyback on what Scott said, I think Friday's a big game because that pretty much locks you in that 2-3 game.
Yeah, you win Friday.
You win in that one.
Yeah, you win in that one. You've locked in, no matter what happens.
We need to get there for sure.
But I'd like to see us. I may see us when we play against Taylor if we play any better. I mean, Taylor's got a great record there. I mean, they've got the best record in the region.
And that's next Tuesday.
And
night.
that's next Tuesday night, and that's a big one. But I thought they shot the ball over there when we played them awful well, and I don't think we could hit anything that night. But I don't know if that was nerves. I don't know if, I mean, I think we're closer than 20 points to them that we were that night.
And that's football chili supper night, and Steve Stonebreaker gets introduced at halftime. So
they're having a benefit chili supper to meet the coach, and then they're going to introduce him.
Because it'll be a big crowd in there, so that'll be a great atmosphere for that.
No doubt. So Friday night, Adair County at Marion County, and then on next Tuesday, the 31st, Adair County hosts Taylor County. Let's talk girls basketball. 6-13 on the season. They broke the undefeated season of Portland Christian, 58-48 up there. But and I know they're playing in the. They played today. Was the Class A today? Was it?
It started today.
Started today. Yeah. So I think they played Danville today.
You know, I think on last week's show we talked about, the LaRue Portland Christian back-to-back wins, and I'd even made a comment to a couple of the parents that I thought the girls were making some strides, and then I didn't think we played well against Metcalf, and I thought, and I hadn't had a chance to talk to Coach Bryant because he didn't come up for the post-game show last night, but I thought it was our worst performance last night of the year. You very rarely see our girls. They always usually play harder than their opponent. I didn't think that happened last night. And a lot of standing, a lot of unforced turnovers. Defensively, we've been pretty solid all year. Last night, we were giving up some stuff that I was up there scratching my head.
Just seemed like the effort was there last night.
Yeah, and give Casey a little credit, but I think Casey was a middle of the road team. I don't think they were just tremendous. So
you talking about that Portland Christian? I just looked it up. They got beat by 35 today. 70-35.
By Danville, yeah. I was talking to our assistant women's basketball coach, Taryn Duncan, and she said she was going up there. She said Danville's pretty good.
Yeah,
so
I've heard they were.
So let's talk district with the girls for a moment. Marion County on Friday, Taylor on Tuesday. Scott, give us a rundown.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think if our girls win Friday, they pretty much sew up the 2 seed. If they win, they could not be the 4 seed. Taylor County's the 1 seed. I don't think. If we win out and Taylor gets beat by. And we beat Taylor, we would be the 1 seed. But we've played them twice, and it's not really been a contest either time. So you never know what'll happen. But that's what it'll take for us to be the 1 seed. But the way the girls district looks to me, John, it's Taylor. You take a step down to Adair, and then you take a step down to the other 2. I mean, it's pretty much. We've got as good a shot as we've had in years to make the regional tournament, and I'll be bluntly honest. If we don't make it, I'll be disappointed. I mean, we're better than Campbellsville, Marion County, and girls. We are.
So that's Friday night at Marion County for the girls and boys. I'm assuming you gentlemen will be over in Lebanon
at the Roby Dome.
Yes, and I suppose 5:30.
Okay.
And I suppose we'll have to leave early enough so John can get his wings and rings and things.
Scott, you reminded me of that. I actually I've had that on my mind. I went back over there and got another one this week. I love that buffalo salad over there.
Well, I actually was. We got to get a sponsor if we're going to talk about them. Is that right? I know it. I mean, we're talking about them. They got to give us a sponsorship or something. We actually went over there. Me and the family went over there on Sunday after church, and sat down. And you popped in my head immediately because I looked at the menu and saw that. I didn't get it.
Did you get the Atomic Buffalo Chicken Salad?
I didn't. No, that's okay. I like hot stuff, but I'm not,
that's beyond hot.
Yeah, that's okay. And then next Tuesday, again, reminder, what's going to happen on Tuesday?
The Football Booster Club's doing a chili supper. So come out and get you a bowl or two of chili. It's donations only. And then you can meet the coach there, and then Coach Stonebreaker will be introduced to the crowd, I think, between games or maybe halftime of the boys'
Now,
game.
if Wells were doing the broadcasting that night, he couldn't eat prior. So
I guarantee you'll have a bowl of chili in front of you while you're calling it.
I'm going to take a chance on it. I'm going to have the chili. I'm going to try it.
I wouldn't be shocked at all to see a bowl up there passes to the left side.
We're going to take a 2-minute break. I've been known to do that.
Yeah.
Take an extra.
Maybe extended halftime, right? Something along those lines. All right. That's going to do our Adair County segment. We're going to step away for a minute. When we come back, we will talk a little Lindsey Wilson athletics. This is the J&S Auto Sales Sports Talk, live and local.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's need. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job, from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosales.ky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Hi, this is Kylie McCovens. I'm a Greene County High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning my degree in Human Services and Counseling. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I've loved being a part of campus ministry. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
United Civil Service This is Matt Loy with United Citizens Bank. Although I'm very proud of all the products and services we offer, the best thing we have to offer is good, old-fashioned customer service. It may seem like banking is moving to smartphones and computers, and while we can do that too, we don't think anything can replace a firm handshake and your confidence in our word. When you think personal service and customer-first banking, think UCB. United Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
WAIN regularly conducts contests and giveaways on air. Please be advised of the following rules. No purchase necessary. Contests are open to all persons except Fort Broadcasting and their affiliated radio stations, Fork employees and their immediate families. Event sponsors, prize providers, or advertisers and their respective immediate families are not eligible to win. Participants can only win one contest prize per person every 30 days. For prizes valued at over $150, only one prize per household every 90 days. Winners must appear in person with proper positive legal identification. Claim any prize Monday through Friday, excluding holidays, within 30 days, so the prize will be forfeited. Prizes will not be mailed or delivered. Any winner under the age of 18 must be accompanied by a parent or legal guardian. No trade or cash equivalent will be awarded for any contest prize. Any person or persons found to be in violation of these contest rules before, during, or after the respective contest or giveaway will be disqualified and will not be eligible for future contests and giveaways.
And local. Our sponsors are United Citizens Bank, Lindsey Wilson College, TJ Regional Health, and our title sponsor, J&S Auto Sales. Lindsey Wilson Report. We are just about ready to start into crossover season number 2. We finished fall to winter, and now we're getting ready to start winter to spring. I guess starting off with that, this afternoon, the NAI released the men's and women's tennis polls. And Lindsey Wilson men are ranked 8th in the country. Lindsey Wilson women are 11th, and they start their season on Sunday indoors up at UIndy. I guess if all the snow gets out, I don't know, whatever.
There's a lot of snow up that way.
Well, there's snow to the north, so we'll see. Again, Sunday as the tennis teams open up their 2023 season. Men's and women's basketball, they're on the road up at Thomas More on Thursday night, which is tomorrow. And exactly, you've got the number 1 ranked women's team, undefeated, defending national champions. The Blue Raiders will take on them at Thursday at 4:30 Central Time, and then the men's game will follow. Thomas More, a top 25 team on the men's side. Lindsey Wilson men picked up a big win on Saturday. They beat Cumberland University rather convincingly, so they go in with that winning streak. And then on Saturday, the men and women return home. They'll take on Wilberforce, the newest member of the Mid-South Conference. That one's at 1 and 3 o'clock Central Time.
Where is Wilberforce?
Wilberforce is in...
Is that Ohio?
It's Ohio.
Yeah.
The funny thing, Wilberforce is, and right across the street from Wilberforce is Central State. Central State used to be a NAI school, but they're right across the street from one another.
Really?
One of them's an NCAA Division II school, and one of them's a NAI school. So, cool. So anyway, that is basketball, and they are we're about right at a month now from Mid-South Conference tournament opening up. Blue Raiders will have to go on the road. I don't think either one of them can get up high enough to host a opening round tournament game in the Mid-South Conference. So, but there's still some season to go. Big night over in Campbellsville last night. I didn't get to go. Grayson had basketball practice, so I got to go to basketball practice. But was watching while I was watching him. Got to watch Lindsey Wilson Wrestling defeat Campbellsville 31-11 in a duel for men's wrestling. It was I knew Lindsey Wilson had a few guys that were out, so I was a little surprised by the score, but apparently they wrestled really, really well over at Campbellsville. Came out of there with a 20-point win, and it all occurred because it was 12-11 midway through the match. Of course, you have 10 matches. After the first 5 weight classes, it was 12-11, and then Lindsey Wilson just sprinted away to pick up a win. They're going to host the Blue Raider Duels. Now, I know you boys probably can't come out, but on Saturday, if you can, come to the Health and Wellness Center. They're going to host, you can just sit there and watch wrestling all day. They got like 3 or 4 matches that's going on at the same time. And that's Saturday, beginning in the morning. I think they begin at 9 a.m. With the Blue Raider duels at the Health and Wellness Center. And I know you guys are going to be really surprised by this, but I got some baseball to report and softball.
I am. I'm shocked.
Baseball starts February 3rd and 4th.
Was that next weekend?
Yeah. Well, let's see. No, so weekend. No, I guess it is next weekend. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They go down to Milligan College, and they'll play 4 games down there in a tournament. And then softball begins the week after that on February 10th.
Please tell me Milligan College is in a little warmer climate.
Well, I mean, it's south. I don't know how much warmer it is, but it is a little south. But, yeah, it's I can't.
Is that in Murfreesboro?
No, that's kind of over. Let me think about this for a moment. I think it's over in the eastern part of the state.
Tennessee?
Yeah, in the eastern part of the state of Tennessee. It's actually in a town called Milligan College, Tennessee. Hey, look it up. I mean, it's the truth.
That's trivia. That's a trivia question there.
Yeah.
I went to basketball camp there.
Then why are you not telling me?
I don't know the town. I don't know the town.
I'm telling you the town. It's Milligan College.
I was on
Tennessee.
a yellow bus, and I went there, and I came home. But I had a T-shirt. That's how I know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a T-shirt, Milligan College.
My brother sent me that
Milligan
today.
College. Yeah, look at the shirt. I went to camp there. Milligan College.
Absolutely. There you go. That is absolutely perfect.
So I was
no doubt about
we didn't have to go that far, but anyway, I'm just curious what town.
So that's what's going on. And I was hoping to have and she doesn't even know this yet, but I was hoping to have our newest volleyball coach on the air this afternoon to talk to us about life as I guess in her first year as a head coach, but didn't get to work that out. So we're going to try to get that next week. Aubrey Beaumont is our new coach at Lindsey Wilson College. I know she's going to do a great job. We're looking forward to having her lead our volleyball team. That's hopefully we'll have her on next week. We'll see how it goes. Short Lindsey Wilson report, but again, the crossover season is getting ready to kick into gear, and God bless the sports information directors that get ready to.
That's one thing you don't have to worry about right now.
You don't have to worry about that. That's right. That's right. All right, that's going to do our Lindsey Wilson report. We're going to step away for a minute. We'll come back, talk a little college basketball. This is the JNS Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local.
So on behalf of myself and all the Opry members of past and present and future, Luke Combs, you are now officially the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry.
Being inducted into the Opry by Joe Diffie and Vince Gill, 2 artists I grew up listening to, was one of the highlights of my life. Every time I'm on the Opry, I share the stage with my heroes and play the music that I love. There's nothing else like it, whether you're behind that microphone or out in the crowd. On any given night, you could see a once-in-a-lifetime performance or watch an artist get a surprise invitation to join the greatest family in country music. Even if you've seen the Opry once, you haven't seen it all. It's a blast, not just for fans, but for artists too.
Be listening to Hot Country 93.5 during the McKinney in the Morning Show for Opry Rain T-shirt clues and your chance to win tickets to the Opry. Brought to you by J&S Auto Sales.
I'm Luke Combs, and I'll see you soon at the Opry, the show that made country music famous.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first. Team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
This is Julia Bolt. I'm a Russell County High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I am well on my way to earning my degree in elementary education. At LWC, I've met new people, had the opportunity to become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the basketball program. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
This is Matt Loy with United Citizens Bank. Although I'm very proud of all the products and services we offer, the best thing we have to offer is good, old-fashioned customer service. It may seem like banking is moving to smartphones and computers, and while we can do that too, we don't think anything can replace a firm handshake and your confidence in our word. When you think personal service and customer-first banking, think UCB. United Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Kentucky's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky High School Athletic Directors Association.
If you've ever lost your debit card, you know how important having control is. Now, you can get the debit card control you need with the convenience you want with Bank of Columbia's mobile banking app. With our app, you can put lost or stolen cards on lockdown with card controls, and you can set spending limits by the type of purchase. Card control and convenience, count on it with Bank of Columbia's mobile banking app. Get started today by downloading our app on your smartphone. Find us online at bankcolumbia.com. Bank of Columbia is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back to JNS Auto Sales Sports Talk live and local. Our sponsors, Lindsey Wilson College, United Citizens Bank, TJ Regional Health, and our title sponsor, JNS Auto Sales. Gentlemen, Cats won 4 in a row. Is it time to break out the national championship number 10 banner yet?
No,
Not yet?
well, I wouldn't say yet. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens Saturday night. I don't think Kansas is that good, honestly, but I think they win that game there.
I think it's a combination of finally he's found the lineup that he's feels like he probably is the most productive. And I think he's lit a fire under Sheboy. I think Sheboy was very complacent early in the year. And I don't mean that by him not putting up big numbers, but his effort was not the same, in my opinion, last year, beginning this year. The last couple games, I've seen that fire.
Do you think his knee was?
Yes.
Do you think
I
that
think
had
a lot to do with his knee.
Okay. I didn't know. Yeah.
Could be.
I think that procedure was bigger than what they really wanted to make it out to be, and I think it's been nagging him all year long. I really do. That's just my opinion. Here's what I remember him last year. I remember him being a solid defender, and he is not even close to that this year. I mean,
he don't move well.
He can
laterally. He don't.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I think that's where you really see the issue with his knee is defensively. And again, that's just my opinion. 69-53, they beat Vandy last night. 5 players in double figures. Toppin had a good night, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Sheboy was 15 and 13. Reese is all of a sudden the guy that they thought he would be. He had 16 last night, and I tell you what, I really like what he's doing.
Oh yeah, he's what they need. I mean, he's shooting from outside, but he's also being able to score off the bounce. He's got that little floater. It's money right now. And I still want to see the game, and I'm hoping it's Saturday night when they play Kansas. We just need to win that by about 20. And but I want to see the game where Reeves and Frederick are both hitting.
Yeah.
That hadn't happened yet.
Nope,
Still hadn't. And I don't know if it ever will, but if you get both of them shooting, it'll be something special to see. And I thought last night, we got home, about 10 minutes left, something like that. I thought Calipari done a good job of, and they said Wheeler had a great first half too. We didn't get to see that. But he didn't put Wheeler in with Ware and a non-scoring lineup. He put him in there with a scoring lineup, and they said he played a whole lot better. And I thought he played a lot because it opens the floor up so much. I mean, that's it don't shrink the floor.
The other thing Calipari did is when he played him with Wallace, he still let Wallace control the basketball, and I think that's key.
Yeah.
Were you at all worried about that game at all last night? You know, I mean, during that 3-game winning streak that UK has, they all were at home.
Vanderbilt's much improved. I just, when Leon Robbins was announced was out, he means a lot to the Vandy team. So I wasn't quite as worried when I heard he was out.
And that's Vandy will beat somebody down there this year, and they played Alabama as close as anybody's played Alabama.
They did beat somebody. Who did they beat down there?
Oh, Arkansas.
They beat Arkansas. That's right.
And it seems like every year they'll beat somebody. But I didn't realize UK had the winning streak over them like they do right now. They said it was 14 or 15 in a row. It seemed like to me like they beat UK at Rupp not too long ago, but I guess they didn't. I don't know. I know they had some really rough games with them the last few years that just really got physical.
Kansas is not real what you would call peaking right now.
No.
They've lost 3 in a row. They've never lost 4 in a row under South.
A pretty good beating the other night at Baylor, even though the score. I thought Baylor controlled that game pretty much. I watched it. And then Kansas made a run and got it to within, I don't know, a couple, maybe a basket, and then Baylor pushed it on out there.
Who just beat them? TCU?
Kansas State, TCU.
TCU beat them at Kansas.
Yeah.
I mean, beat them like a drum at Kansas.
Yeah,
I was really surprised by that.
But, it's
Lenardi's,
it's a big win.
Lenardi's got Kentucky in as their last 4 in right now. He's got them as a 12 seed playing another 12 seed Penn State with the winner playing UConn. Of course, this is so early. UK, if they can beat Kansas and then they can,
there's a window right there where they can win 7, 8 in a row. I mean, there's a window here that especially if they can win Saturday.
Yeah, and if they beat Kansas, they're going to get to play Tennessee again at Rupp. They're going to get to play
Alabama at
Rupp. They're going to play.
Auburn,
that's the other one.
Yeah, that's really Florida's struggling right now, but they still got a home and away with Florida. But it's there's the opportunities there. I mean, they could skyrocket up these bracket sheets,
or they could be knocked out of the tournament.
Exactly. That's the other way to look at it. You're exactly right.
That's exactly what it is.
But speaking of, I mean, I don't know how high if they can't. Let's just for saying this, let's say they win, they lose one more game the rest of the regular season. I think they'll lose more than that, but just say. How can they get in the top 4 seeds? I still don't know if they can get that far. Depends on what everybody else does. But if you're not, Matt Jones said this today. Okay, say you're a 2 seed Kansas State. If you're a 7 seed, would you rather play a 2 seed Kansas State, or would you rather be a 2 seed and play a 7 seed Kentucky? I mean, there's just not college basketball. So. I mean, I think
no great teams.
No, I think Alabama when they are playing defense are as good as anybody. Houston will play defense on you, and I don't believe in Tennessee. I don't think they can score when it matters. But I think those are their 2 best teams.
Well, Tennessee,
Purdue. I want to see them do it. Them freshman guards. I don't know if they can do it when it comes down to the tournament.
Tennessee is great if they have the right officials.
Yeah.
But Tennessee, kind of like Pitino's old teams, they'll foul you to death.
Yeah.
And they just, basically say,
you can't call them all.
They go through stretches when they can't score.
And that's true. Yeah. But that's exactly right. But they get in foul trouble, and somebody can knock them off. So they're a team that you're exactly right. It's tough to count on them too much. U of L's horrible season continues. They're now 2-17, 0-8 in the ACC, and it's not a very good ACC. No. I mean, there's some good teams. I mean, Virginia's ranked in the top 10. Miami's in the top 20. I think Duke just snuck back into the top 25, but it's not your typical ACC. U of L plays Boston College tonight. I think it's an 8 o'clock tip on the ACC network. But boy, it's been a struggle. and we say that every week, but you know, I'm just surprised. I know that he doesn't have a lot to work with on that roster, but I'm just
surprised he didn't hit the transfer portal hard.
I am too.
I mean, he's known as a recruiter.
Yeah.
I would think that he could have gotten some. I think there was some maybe some negative recruiting going on against them, saying, well, you go there, you're not going to play in the tournament, they're going to be ineligible for the tournament,
That's
which
right.
they're not.
Probably happened.
And I'm sure that didn't help things, but I hope they'll give him time. I think he's a good coach. I mean, he just doesn't have anything to work with right now.
I agree.
Pretty much.
Western's 11-9. They've lost 3 straight. They lost to Charlotte last week, and they'll play against Florida International down in Miami on Thursday night at 6 o'clock. That's all I got on college basketball, guys. You got anything else?
No. Have you all had a chance to see Mike Davis, the son, play at Detroit Mercy?
No.
He's
scoring machine.
He's going to be the all-time probably leading scorer, right?
Yeah, he's on past Pistol Pete.
Wow.
Most likely.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
But
Mike Davis,
Pistol Pete done it in 3 years.
Mike
but
Davis,
yes, that's Mike Davis.
That's Mike Davis, yeah.
Yeah.
The run on the court.
Mike coaching, and he had 42 the other night. He's averaging over 30.
They say he's average. If I heard right, just through the regular season, not counting any postseason, he needed to average 25 or 26 a game. But he's averaging over 30, like John said. I mean, it's very attainable to get it. And I knew Pistol Pete was up there. I didn't realize he was the all-time leading scorer in NCAA. Mm-hmm. To do it in 3 years, that's pretty special.
Well, is this his 5th year? Did he use a COVID year? Or?
I think he's legitimately.
Okay.
If COVID hadn't happened, I think he could still be playing.
Gotcha.
I think. I'm not positive about that.
Gotcha. All right. Let's step away for a minute. We'll be back. This is JNS Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local.
CBS Sports Radio, 101.9 FM, 1270 AM, WAIN. Online, 1019WAIN.com. It's a Fork Broadcasting station. Thanks for listening. All sports, all the time on CBS Sports Radio, the exclusive home of Lindsey Wilson College Athletics. Go Blue Raiders. Adair County baseball and softball. Roll Tribe. The Leach Report with the voice of the Wildcats, Tom Leach. Kentucky Sports Radio with Matt Jones. The Cincinnati Reds, Tennessee Titans, and Nashville Predators. CBS Sports Radio, 101.9 FM and 1270 AM, WAIN. Plus our all-star CBS lineup. Enter the jungle with the Jim Rome Show. After Hours with Amy Lawrence and more. It's how sports know-it-alls know it all. CBS Sports Radio, 101.9 FM and 1270 AM, WAIN. Online at 1019WAIN.com, a Fork Broadcasting station.
Let J&S Auto Sales show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car in Columbia. They believe in fair prices, superior service, and treating customers right. Their friendly and knowledgeable sales staff is here to help you find the car you deserve, priced to fit your budget. Shop their virtual showroom of used cars, trucks, and SUVs online at jnsautosalesky.org. J&S Auto Sales, here to help you find that perfect car you deserve, priced to fit your budget.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
This is Matt Loy with United Citizens Bank. Although I'm very proud of all the products and services we offer, the best thing we have to offer is good, old-fashioned customer service. It may seem like banking is moving to smartphones and computers, and while we can do that too, we don't think anything can replace a firm handshake and your confidence in our word. When you think personal service and customer-first banking, think UCB. United Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
In the fabric of America, they are the toughest threads, our bravest, and most selfless. They raised their hands, stepped forward, and served for each other, for you, and me. One of the first things they learned was the code that every service member lives by. Leave no one behind. Now all of us need to live by it too, because some veterans are being left behind. 20 of them take their own lives every day. Why? It's not simple. It never is. What matters is that we're there for them, just like they were there for us. A handshake, a phone call, a simple gesture make a big difference to a veteran in crisis. Learn how to be there for a veteran at BeThereForVeterans.com. Honor the code. Be there. Leave no one behind.
Who is Duo Broadband? Duo is a homegrown company serving the region for over 65 years. We are your friends and neighbors, and we're customers just like you. We care about value, we care about quality, service, and doing a job right. We are here when you need us, because we're here even when you don't. If you see one of our Duo Broadband service trucks in your neighborhood, give them a wave. They're working to keep your telecom services flowing fast and reliably.
Welcome back to JNS Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local. For our final segment, our sponsors are TJ Regional Health, Lindsey Wilson College, United Citizens Bank, and our title sponsor, JNS Auto Sales. Man, we got about 6 or 7 minutes left in this broadcast. Let's start it with a little football action. My boys went down. No surprise there. I didn't have a lot of faith in them last week against the Niners on the road. Bengals were phenomenal in the snow. I think we probably got the 4 best teams left in it. I mean, I think it's going to be a great, great day of football on Sunday. What's your thoughts?
I think so. I think the biggest thing from the AFC is the Mahomes question.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that.
He says he's good to go.
Yeah.
Of course, what is he going to say?
Yeah, but he plays. If he's effective, I mean, that makes, I would think Kansas City the favorite probably. If he doesn't play or is not effective, then, I mean, Cincinnati's got a chance of going. Who would have thought back-to-back Super Bowls?
Chris, the issue going into the game was Cincinnati's offensive line.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that Buffalo didn't bring more pressure?
I was.
They laid back, I thought, yeah.
And
I think they outthought themselves. I think they thought, as banged up as Cincinnati's offensive line is, we can get there with our 4.
Yeah. And we're going to drop extra guys in the coverage.
And we're going to try to take Jamar Chase and company out of it, and it just never worked. I was really surprised that they didn't change those tactics throughout the game. That probably surprised me more.
I heard a commentator say, and that makes sense. When you go into a game like that, Buffalo's kind of used to that kind of. But they looked like the team that was slugging through the snow, and Cincinnati just looked like they were just flying everywhere. And that was a good point.
Well, Cincinnati was able to run the ball too.
Yeah,
Joe Mixon, and they've got that reserve back. He's just tremendous. P. Ryan, yeah. He kind of comes in on third down if it's third and short. He's got really good hands. He's a good blocker. But Cincinnati with all those weapons, Mixon's kind of. I think he went for over 100.
He did.
So I'll say it right now. I will be more than surprised. I will be just shy of shocked if Cincinnati doesn't beat Kansas City. I think I know Kansas City's awesome. I know they're at home, but I'm just saying I think Cincinnati's. I think they're the best team in football, and I mean I would just be surprised if they didn't.
Since I'm a Bengals fan, I've already looked at the weather. They're 23 for a high that day, so I know it goes for both teams, but it's going to be very cold.
Well, I mean they play in cold weather in Cincinnati.
I'll give the Bengals management credit. They've done a good job of using their window. The NFL teams go through windows.
Sure, they do.
And they've done a great job of using their window.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got a quarterback on his rookie contract and one of the best receivers on their rookie contract, Mixon may still be on a rookie contract. I'm not sure, but they've done a good job of filling pieces with free agents to around them, and they've done a great job. I wish the Reds would learn something from the Bengals management. Think they can go across the street and teach them a little bit.
How good's Philadelphia, guys? I know we're switching to the NFC. How good are the Eagles?
I don't know the answer to that, because I just don't think the NFC is that good of a. I think the AFC is so far superior to the NFC, in my opinion. I don't have a lot of faith in Philadelphia. I think San Francisco is going to go in there and beat them, but the people I've talked to think I'm nuts. They think Philadelphia is just. They think some of them think the Philadelphia's going to win it all. I just don't see it. I think the winner of the Kansas City Cincinnati game is going to win the Super Bowl, but I don't know. I don't know if you're going to know because on Sunday, because San Francisco's playing a rookie quarterback that is not playing like a rookie. So right. I just don't know. But I still think San Francisco wins. What do you think?
Well, their quarterback. He's been the wild card for me. I just keep thinking somebody's going to exploit a weakness. And because he didn't put up phenomenal numbers at Iowa State, he was good, but he's making some great decisions.
He's a great game manager, and that's what.
And those
that's
guys,
all San Francisco needs.
I think those guys really have a lot of confidence in him.
They do,
and that's a biggie too.
They do.
Brock Purdy.
The thing that irritated me, of course, I'm sitting there watching it as a Cowboy fan, and Amy can attest to this, and Grayson, who's sitting there watching it with me. I'm like, here comes a slant. Here comes. I mean, that's what they did the entire game. If it's not a handoff to, he never went outside the numbers, and for whatever reason, the Cowboys defense, which I think's one of the better defenses in the NFL, never took that slant away. They just never did.
Nope.
And I didn't play football growing up. I've broadcasted it for the last decade, but I could see it coming.
And I know they made a big deal out of the picks that Dak threw. I thought the first one was really late. He threw it really late. The other one, that happens, but the first one was bad.
Dak is a good quarterback. That's all he is. He's not a great quarterback. He's certainly not an elite quarterback. I mean, I know they gave him all kinds of money, and this is a quarterback league, and you can't not have a quarterback. But I will be shocked if they ever go any farther than they did this year, just because I don't think he can take them.
Not a game changer.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, that's just my
how
opinion.
far you talking about the AFC versus the NFC? How far down the quarterback rankings do you go before you get your first NFC quarterback?
That's a great question. Who's the best quarterback in the NFC?
In the NFC, it may be the guy from Philadelphia, Jalen Hurts. Right now, I think he might be.
It could be.
But you go AFC, you go Mahomes, Burrow.
Let me ask you this: Would you take Hurts over Aaron Rodgers?
This year's Aaron Rodgers or last year's Aaron Rodgers? Or Aaron Rodgers like he is right now?
Yeah. That's a good question, right?
I mean, like I said, are you looking long term or what? Long term,
I take Burrow. I take Allen. I take Mahomes. I take
Lamar.
I'd probably take who?
Lamar.
Lamar's a possibility, but he's a little injury prone. Yeah. I take Jacksonville's quarterback, Lawrence.
AFC's gonna be good for all of them's young too.
The San Diego quarterback, I really like him. I mean, I think there's 5 or 6 in the AFC, and a lot of these people are saying Tom Brady or not Tom Brady, but Aaron Rodgers or someone along those lines going to the Jets or something along those. I just don't see it because I think that's AFC's just loaded.
Yeah, I'm a Titans fan also, and. You're talking about a window shrinking.
Yeah,
they need to get somebody in there because that's what they're missing. They got the running game and their defense is fairly solid. They just got too many injuries this year. But
that's right.
They just don't have a quarterback.
No UK spring football game this year. They're working on the turf up there. So just let people know
do the spring practice.
That's right. That's going to do our show for this week. Thanks to our sponsors, TJ Regional Health, United Citizens Bank, Lindsey Wilson College, our title sponsor, J&S Auto Sales. Thanks for listening this week and every week. And remember, you can watch the archive version on our YouTube page. For John Shelley, Scott Bennett, and Austin Armstrong, I'm Chris Wells. This has been the J&S Auto Sales Sports Talk Live and Local.